1021. This is KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, Eagle 102.
High school basketball is on the air. Eagle 102 sports coverage of high school hoops is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Bank of Louisiana, Calumet of Missouri, Eolia Landscaping Supply, Hankey Construction, Bowling Green Chevrolet, the Bib Beach Funeral Homes LLC and Collier Funeral Home, Cellular and Satellite Center, Bowling Green Tractor, Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Banks of Missouri, Kathy Clean, JD Tire and Auto, Meyer Implement Company, By County Market in Louisiana, Craig's Truck and Tractor Service, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, the Bowling Green Insurance Agency, Family Drug, Ingram Plumbing, the Air Evac Life Team, Liggins Flooring, Bowling Green Pharmacy, by Old Tops Pawn Shop, Midwest Pest Professionals, Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, Outlaw Lawn and Landscaping, Pam Todd Watts Realty, People's Bank and Trust, Young Enterprises Incorporated, All Parts, by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Oak Ford in Bowling Green, Spring Hollow Coffee, the Mercantile Bank of Louisiana, Mike's Tire Service, and by Pike County Memorial Hospital. Now, KJFM Radio presents coverage of high school basketball on your area sports leader, Eagle 102.
And good evening. The snow has let up just enough for basketball tonight on KJFM. Mark Froelich, Jim Ross here at Bowling Green High School as the Bobcats welcome in the Louisiana Bulldogs tonight. It's an EMO battle. We'll talk about it when we start the pregame show next on KJFM.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Family Drug in Louisiana and the Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. If you're new in town, come get acquainted. If you're one of our regulars, thank you. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Family Drug, 3rd in Georgia in Louisiana, and the Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of our mobile and online banking services like mobile check deposit, text banking, and online bill pay. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Stop by either Bank of Louisiana location today for more details or to open an account. Bank of Louisiana, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Phone data rates may still apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
The human body can run like a well-oiled machine, but just like machines, they occasionally need attention. A lot of times because of accidents, injuries, or even general wear and tear, the body breaks down. This is Keith Oakes, Director of the Physical Therapy Department at Pike County Memorial Hospital. That's where therapy services can get you back to normal, daily activities. Don't let pain keep you from enjoying life. Let PCMH's team focus on your recovery so you can focus on what matters to you. Pike County Memorial Hospital, community-owned, nationally known.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Back at Bowling Green, getting ready for the Bobcats and the Louisiana Bulldogs. Mark Froelich, Jim Ross. And, Jim, that was a pretty interesting JV game. Not really. We almost had a dunk in the JV game,
actually,
if that tells you anything.
Actually, we did kind of have a dunk. I don't know if you saw the second guy. It was like I would have dunked it when I was in school. It wasn't a good slam.
What, they lowered the rim?
No. Yeah, that's true. But we were talking before we came on the air about Bowling Green having a number of seniors on their varsity club this year, and is the cupboard bare? Not by a long shot. They've got some really athletic kids. With some size actually on the JV, and they got a nice win beating Louisiana 63-28.
And we've seen actually Braden Heidecker who did come up just short on the dunk. Well, he wasn't short. He just couldn't palm it quite good enough to get it to go down. But we saw him in the Montgomery County tournament play varsity minutes. Pretty pretty big varsity minutes in that win over Fulton in the semifinal. So he's got varsity talent. Like you said, there's just a lot of seniors out there for Bowling Green.
Yeah, and it's really a bit of a dilemma for Coach McCann, because you've got all these seniors that are going to play, and they're talented. I mean, Bowling Green's got a pretty good club this year, but you'd like to be able to get some of these underclassmen some varsity experience this year, knowing that you're going to lose about 6 or 7 guys off this varsity squad. But that's a tough catch-22 to be in, because you want these senior guys to go out on a winning way.
And then we've got Louisiana. They're on the other side of the coin. 0-5 to start the season. Picked up 2 losses in the Monroe City tournament last week, and they're just trying to find something. They don't have much height. They don't have much experience, and it's going to be a tough year if they can't grow at a pretty good rate.
Well, ironically, last year this game is when Louisiana lost their potential all-state guard and Derek Richards to an injury, and when that happened, that triggered a season where a bunch of young guys got to play a lot, or had to play a lot actually, for Louisiana. So one would expect that would translate into something a little more positive this year, but that has not materialized to this point. And if you look at their scores in these first 5 games, they're just having trouble scoring points. They've got to find somebody. We've talked about this at a number of clubs this year that lost a bunch of scores from last year's clubs. They got to find somebody that can score the basketball for them and that can take charge when they need somebody. And tonight's going to be a tough night to try and find that for them.
That's Jim Ross. I'm Mark Fronick. We'll have our keys to the game up next on Eagle 102.
If you are in the market for a car, whether you're looking for a new or used vehicle, make sure you visit Bowling Green Chevrolet. Their selection will surprise you with prices that can't be beat. Bowling Green Chevrolet is just off Highway 61 at the South Bowling Green exit. Once you get there, you'll see why Bowling Green Chevrolet is the #1 dealership in the area. Check it out for yourself. Bowling Green Chevrolet, where you'll always feel at home.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Family Drug in Louisiana and the Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. If you're new in town, come get acquainted. If you're one of our regulars, thank you. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Family Drug, 3rd in Georgia in Louisiana, and the Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
The Eagle 102 Keys to the Game.
Well, tonight's keys to the game for Louisiana, I think they just have to get up for this game. This is a rivalry game. This is cats and dogs doing battle. That's what they have to have on their mind from the opening tip.
Well, something that's in their benefit, actually, is Bowling Green's style of play. Up to this point this season, they've been intent on controlling tempo and keeping the score in the 50s. Well, that kind of plays into Louisiana's hands in that they're not going to have to put a lot of points on the board if Bowling Green continues that tonight. Bowling Green has a ton of athletic kids, and if Coach McCann ever decides to turn them loose, they could probably put a ton of points on the board. They're going to have a distinct height advantage, will the Bobcats. So Louisiana's going to have to pound the boards with everybody if they can. And, of course, then they got to take care of the basketball and find somebody to make shots.
I think they're going to do that tonight. I think they're going to pick up the tempo from what we've seen the first few times we've seen Bowling Green so far this season.
Well, and Bowling Green's got a couple of nice wins. I mean, they made it to the championship game with an upset over Fulton, the #1 seed in the Montgomery tournament. They got to the championship game and lost. beat a pretty good Clopton team in the first round game. If you want to try and make any kind of comparisons, they do have a common opponent this year, as both teams have traveled to Highland. Louisiana lost to Highland 61-36, and Bowling Green won 52-34. So that, if there's anything to draw from that, that doesn't bode well for the Bulldogs. So they are going to have to get fired up for this game and be ready to go, because the bigger, taller Bobcats can make things rough on them if they're not careful.
We've got starting lineups coming up next on KJFM.
Hi, everybody. This is Paul Hill from Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy. On behalf of the officers, directors, and staff, we would like to extend our holiday greetings. May the warmth and cheer of the holiday season keep you and your loved ones safe and healthy. We sincerely appreciate your business and friendship and look forward to serving you in the new year. Merry Christmas from Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown bank since 1887, member FDIC.
2019 is almost over, and now is the time to buy that new or used car, truck, and SUV from Pogue Ford in Bowling Green. Everything must go, and if you buy a car between now and December 31st, you'll receive 2 years of oil changes for free. Contact Pogue Ford in Bowling Green today to take advantage of this huge promotion while it lasts. Pogue Ford, Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green, where they make your dollar go further.
As a farmer, you rely on rainfall to ensure your crop production, but sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate. Droughts can happen and do. Long dry spells can ruin your crops, but shouldn't ruin your life. With a pasture, rangeland, and forage policy through NAU Country Insurance Company and Bowling Green Insurance Agency, you'll be provided with the extra protection you need. Contact Fred Carlson at Bowling Green Insurance to discuss how PRF can help manage your risk. NAU Country Insurance Company is an equal opportunity provider.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starting lineups first for Louisiana, 0-5 on the season. They're coached by Matt Smith, and will start a 6'2 sophomore, number 2, Mason Washington. 5'6 freshman gets the start, wearing his brother's number, Donovan Richards. Senior at 6 foot, number 10, Tyler Pedersen is in the starting 5. A 6 foot senior, number 14, Kellen Dewey, and a 6'2 sophomore, number 34, Ryan Capps. So again for Louisiana, it's Washington, Richards, Pedersen, Dewey, and Capps. And for the Bowling Green Bobcats, 4-2 on the season. They're coached by Brandon McCann. They'll start 6 foot junior, number 1, Michael Starks. 6'3 senior, number 5, Austin Callahan gets a start. 6'2 senior, number 23, Cameron Worley. A 6 foot senior, number 32, Gavin Dieters. And number 35 is 6'4 senior, George Niemeyer. So again, for Bowling Green, it's Starks, Callahan, Worley, Dieters, and Niemeyer.
And I don't see the Bobcat booster band, or pep band, if you will. So I'm guessing we're going to have the version of your taped national anthem for this, huh?
I think so, and probably a taped version of the fight song, too. So we'll take a break. When we come back, opening tip here on Eagle 102.
Old Tops Pawn Shop is the best kept secret for shopping. At Old Tops, you can find everything from TVs and computers to guns and jewelry. Stop in and see the wide variety at Old Tops Pawn Shop, Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's good to aim high, and sports can help children reach their goals. Join Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green and Farm Mutual Insurance in supporting local athletes. Be sure to catch all the action this sports season. Pike County Mutual Insurance salutes young local athletes and wishes them well. And they look forward to protecting these young adults with strong insurance coverage during what is sure to be a bright future. Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green.
Mike's Tire and Service Center in Bowling Green is your oil change specialist. Right now, get a Havoline conventional oil change for only $30 or a full synthetic change for $50. Dexos approved up to 6 quarts, and the best part, free pickup and delivery. Remember, Mike's does truck, trailer, and tire repair, brakes, PMs inspections, and roadside assistance. Give the friendly folks at Mike's Tire and Service Center a call for more information, 324-3389, or stop by and see the gang at 915 Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Hi, this is Kelsey Henderson, RN Case Manager for Pike County Home Health. Pike County Home Health offers a variety of services from skilled nursing to rehabilitation therapies. Our care is focused on helping you recover from an acute illness, surgery, accident, or change in medical condition. We strive to help you recover in an environment where you feel most comfortable. If you have any questions or home health needs, please contact us at 573-324-2111 or visit our website at pikecountyhealth.org.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Family Drug in Louisiana and the Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. If you're new in town, come get acquainted. If you're one of our regulars, thank you. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Family Drug, 3rd in Georgia in Louisiana, and the Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Air Evac, Spring Hollow Coffee, and J&D Tire and Auto.
Introductions being made on the floor right now. Tyler Pedersen just introduced for Louisiana, whether you say it right or not.
Well, not a bad crowd on hand tonight for a blustery. It's cold outside.
Oh, yeah.
And still a fair amount of snow on the ground.
50 by Monday, though.
50 by Monday.
Mid-50s for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Well, that'll be awesome.
It's going to be a slushy mess out there.
We mentioned it as we walked in, or I did, and you confirmed it later. If you haven't been in Bowling Green's gym, they've got new lighting in here. It's bright, you can see. It looks like actually Bowling Green might have some new uniforms as well.
Oh, yeah. They got new uniforms this year. The homes have bowling, the number, and then green across the bottom of the number. The road uniforms is a script Bobcat over the top of the numbers. Both very nice-looking Nike uniforms.
Which is somewhat interesting because usually the road uniforms have the name of the school on it and the home uniforms have the name of the mascot on it. You know why that is?
Well, because
when
everyone
they're on the
home.
road, everybody at home knows who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're dressed in white, are the Bobcats. They'll move from our right to our left. Louisiana in their road red. They call that cardinal red with white numbers and black trim. Caps will jump center against Niemeyer. Officiating crews out of Columbia. So nobody in the building's probably seen them all year, including me, and we're underway as the opening tip will be controlled by the Bobcats. Louisiana will come out in their normal man-to-man defense, and let's see if they can match up with this bigger Bowling Green club. On the pick and roll, Dieters to the head of the key, right wing now to Starks. He'll hand it off to Worley. He's an all-conference player, and he'll start things off with a 17-footer. It's off the mark, but Niemeyer comes away with the offensive board. We talked about that in the pregame. Nice backdoor look to Callahan. He can't complete the first chance, but he'll get the second one as he got on the offensive glass, and Bowling Green takes the early lead at 2-0. A little full-court pressure this time by the Bobcats. Looks like a 2-2-1 press. And a turnover. Stolen by Callahan. He'll get it to Dieters. Dieters to Callahan. He'll take it to the glass. It's up and good. And just like that, it's 4-0. And Louisiana better snap out of it in a hurry, or they're going to find themselves in a hole in their early going. In the backcourt, Richards cross court to Washington. He'll get it in the front court to Pedersen now. Richards, just a freshman, playing at the point guard. Their starting guard, Angel Uloa, is injured. He's still out in a preseason injury. Washington will go to the hoop. He'll put it up the left hand. Good. Mason with a good drive to the hoop that time. Gets the Bulldogs on the board. They trail 4-2.
Nice little roll on that. Shooter's touch.
Worley on the right wing now for the Cats on a pick and roll with Callahan. Gets in the paint. The running one-handers up off the glass and good. They'll count the bucket and the foul, and Cameron Worley will go to the line for an opportunity to three-point play. Worley's grown a little bit. He's about 6'2" this year. Shifty guy. As I said, he and George Niemeyer were both all-conference players last year.
How would Chevy Chase say it? He's 6'2", 6'4" with the curls.
There you go. His first free throw of the night is short, but the Cats get on the offensive glass once again and control the rebound. Quincy Hutt checks into the game for Louisiana. Pedersen will take a seat. In the corner now, pass deflected out of bounds by Quincy, intended for Starks. And Bowling Green will have it right at the end of the Louisiana bench. We played a minute and 45 seconds. Bowling Green leads at 6-2. Dieters had a nice football season this year. He'll shoot the fadeaway jumper. It's up and good.
Really like the way he controlled the pace of the game in that semifinal win over Fulton.
he's really become a good point guard because he has penetration ability and he can shoot the three if he needs to. But you're right, as a senior, he's grown into that position quite nicely. They lead at 8-2. Bobcats with the ball. Kellen Dewey to the head of the key to Washington. He'll shoot the three with the left hand, and it's good. Mason Washington with all 5 points. And it's an 8-5 lead for the Cats, down to 5:30 to play in the first. Leaders into the front court now for the Bobcats. He'll give it to Worley, same pick and roll with Callahan. He'll give it back to Callahan this time on the roll. He can't get it to go. And on the rebound, we've got a whistle and a foul. Let's see who they're going to call that on.
Now the two officials are going to talk about it on the far side.
They're going to call it on, I believe, Niemeyer, if I saw the signal right.
That's what I saw.
And that is correct, his first. And the team's first. So against the full court pressure, deflected by Callahan, stolen away by Dieters. Second turnover tonight. Dieters kicks it back to Worley. He'll dribble to the free throw line, to the paint, up off the glass, and good. His second runner, second bucket, and second trip to the free throw line as they call the foul on the drive. And that'll be whistled on Kellen Dewey, his first. So Worley, he drains the free throw. He's got 5. And the Cats lead it by 6 at 11-5. 5 minutes to play in the first. And Louisiana throws it away again against the press. Starks with the steal. He'll take it to the glass left hand. No good. Washington will rebound it for Louisiana. Gets it off to Richards. Richards up the near sideline behind the back. Splits the defense. Nice move there to Hutt underneath the caps. His shot's up and no good. Loose rebound to Dewey. His putback won't go. And the Bobcats with the rebound. Down to 4:30 to play in the first half. Worley on the give and go. Goes down to paint once again. This one won't go off the glass. Rebound's loose. Callahan will track it down. Back to Dieters. He'll reset it for the Bobcats. They run the weave. Starks will hand it off to Worley. He'll pull up, shoot the three. It's long, no good. Long rebound to Starks. He'll get the rebound, goes to the glass, and we've got an offensive foul.
Yep, saw that arm extend, and that'll get the call 99% of the time.
Saw quite a few offensive foul calls in the JV game. Tremaine Chapman and Remy Felderworth in. Dewey and Hutt will take a seat for the Bulldogs. Again, a 2-2-1 full court press by the Bobcats. Into the front court. Felderworth has it stolen from behind by Worley. He's going to head to the glass. He goes up off the glass. Good. And for the third time in a row, he is fouled. And he'll have a chance for another three-point play.
He'll literally take that all night long.
It's working to perfection. The foul's on Richards, his second. And we have a timeout on the floor. Bowling Green leads it 13-5. You're listening to High School Game of the Week on Eagle 102.
McDingers in Eolia, your home for sports and fun, not to mention the home of Wing Wednesday. Check out their Facebook page for more specials. McDingers, just off Highway 61 in Eolia.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green. We've got something for everybody's budget. Everything from $1,000 all the way up to $35,000. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. If you're looking for a particular vehicle and you don't see it on the lot or the website, let me know, and I'll do my best to find it for you. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
13-5 our score. Bowling Green leads it. Out of the Louisiana timeout, and Worley will go back to the free throw line. He's got 7 points so far of these 13, and he'll have a chance to complete his second old-fashioned three-point play. And he does.
Three shooting from the line.
And the lead grows to the biggest of the game at 9-14-5. It's not really a hard press by Bowling Green, but Louisiana's still having trouble. They do get it in the front court. Felderworth, the biggest guy on the floor for Louisiana, and back helps out the smaller guards. And he'll hand it off to Richards now.
That's a problem a young team has. They get to that half-court stripe and just cannot get over it.
freak out, I think. But a buddy of mine says that's what a press is intended to do, freak out the offense, and sometimes it works. Nice pass inside to Caps. His shot won't go. Worley with the defensive rebound. He'll get it ahead to Starks. Starks dribbles to the paint, got away with the travel, throws it across court, and Niemeyer picks up the loose ball. And he'll hand it to Dieters, and he'll reset things between the circles with 3:05 to play in the first. 14-5, Bowling Green on top. Dieters open for three, decides not to take it. He'll penetrate and run her off the left side. It's no good. Washington with the rebound for Louisiana. They'll try and run with it a little bit, beat the defense down the floor, but they're not quite fast enough. Richards, the freshman, runs the offense for Louisiana, guarded by the senior, Dieters. Washington gets it inside to Caps. He puts it up with left hand. It's good. Count the bucket and the foul. Ryan Caps, just a sophomore. He'll get a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play as well. Caps had a pretty good season last year. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, it's hard to believe he's a sophomore. He's as big of a body as he is. Completes the three-point play.
Yeah, and these guys, after watching them play all year last year, a lot of them got a ton of varsity experience. It seems like they ought to be juniors or seniors, for sure. Louisiana cuts into the lead. It's down to 5. Dieters is going to fire the three this time. Right wing, it's off the mark, no good. Long rebound to Washington.
He got a lot of varsity time last year.
He did. Felderworth, now one of the seniors on the club, at the point guard position, looks for help and throws it away. Stolen by Callahan. Callahan, that's about his third or fourth steal. He'll go hard to the bucket. It's no good, but we've got a whistle and a foul. And Austin Callahan will mosey to the charity stripe, and he'll get 2 shots.
Callahan just playing that like a cornerback or a safety, just kind of lurking in the weeds. Then he makes a jump on a pass.
Felderworth's first foul, team's 4th. And Callahan's first free throw is off the mark. But he'll get a second. It's on the way, and it's good.
Yeah, Mason Washington was just so small last year. He got manhandled in a lot of situations. I remember a game against Ellsbury where, oh, my goodness, they just had no mercy on the much smaller Louisiana team. And now it's the Bulldogs that have gotten Mason's quite a bit taller than last year.
6'2", actually, is what the book says. So, yeah, three-pointer on the way by Chapman. It's an air ball. Starks with the loose ball rebound. He'll head the other way, as will the rest of the Bobcats. Defense is back down to 1:35 to play in the first. Bowling Green still on top, 15-8. Starks plays a little Annie-over catch with Dieters. Louisiana in a sagging man-to-man. Starks now left wing. Back to Dieters. He's going to ball fake, gets it to the free throw line, runner with one hand off the back of the ring, no good. Callahan with the offensive glass. He'll put it up. It won't go, and Caps will track it down, but he steps on the inline, and it'll go back to Bowling Green with 1:12 to play in the first. We talked about rebounding in this game, and in this first quarter, it's kind of been an issue for Louisiana on the defensive end. Dieters open from 3 on the inbounds. It's off the front rim. Rebound by Niemeyer. His putback's up and good. Right on cue on the offensive glass. And the lead is back to 9 at 17-8. We're under a minute. Richards in the front court. He's in no man's land. Gets it back to Washington. He'll lose the handle out near the center court stripe. And he'll get it back to Richards, and they'll try and reset things. Bowling Green in a straight-up man this trip down. Chapman hands it off to Felderworth as they run the weave to Richards. Richards going to get a foul call on Dieters. Little body check that time by Gavin.
39.7 seconds to go in the quarter. 17-8 Bowling Green.
Richards will throw it in underneath his own basket, left side. Gets it to Chapman in the corner. He penetrates and gets it down low to Caps. His shot up from point blank won't go. Rebound to Worley ahead to Niemeyer. He's taking it to the glass. It won't go. There's a whistle and a foul, and that'll be on Felderworth. And that'll be his second.
You look at Donovan Richards from the side, and you're like, oh, yeah, he looks just like his older brother Derek. And then you look at him straight on, and he looks just like his baby brother. Right? He is young.
Yes, he is. And George Niemeyer, who's not young, the 6'4 senior, will go to the free throw line. He'll miss the first, and he will get a second.
A little flat on the first opportunity for George.
4-2 are the Bobcats on the season. Second one's off the mark. They've got another game before break on Thursday. We'll have it for you against the Mark Twain Tigers. Felderworth throws it away again. 5th turnover of the game for the Cats. Stolen by Callahan. He's got about 4 of those 5 steals. He'll take it to the hole. It won't go, but we've got a whistle on a foul as Caps tried to take the charge, but he'll be whistled for the block. And Austin Callahan will go back to the free throw line. And he'll get 2 shots.
That Thursday matchup against Mark Twain, girls and boys varsity pregame at 5:15, I believe, on Thursday. 5:30 for the girls, yeah.
And the officials are looking for, to clean up some water, I guess, huh?
And just like, that's the tool I was talking about at Clopton last week.
That's exactly what I was thinking about, too.
Now they just need a kid to work it.
Problem is, if they got anybody in elementary school, it'd be taller than the kid.
Right?
So they clean up. Cameron Worley does his best janitorial imitation. Of course, they put the ball to the free throw shooter, which actually makes Worley it should have been a free throw line violation, but they're not going to call that. First free throw is good because Worley wasn't back outside the free throw line in the arc. But
he was doing him a favor.
Exactly. Callahan makes both free throws now. He's 3 for 4 from the free throw line. We're under 10 seconds. The lead's 11. Washington still in the backcourt, gets to Richards. He's in a peck of trouble in a double-team trap. It's loose, stolen away by Starks. He's going to have to hurry. They're not going to get it away, and that'll do it for the first quarter of action. Your score, the Bowling Green Bobcats 19, the Louisiana Bulldogs 8. You're listening to High School Game of the Week on Eagle 102.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Hello, everyone. This is Mark Gooden from Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy. On behalf of the officers, directors, and staff, we would like to extend our holiday greetings. May the warmth and cheer of the holiday season keep you and your loved ones safe and healthy. We sincerely appreciate your business and look forward to serving you in the new year. Merry Christmas from Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown bank since 1887. Member FDIC.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
19-8 our score as we start the second quarter. Bowling Green on top. That is the biggest lead of the game so far.
Can you be happy being down by 11 after 8 minutes? I thought Louisiana didn't do terrible. If they clean up the half-court line, they're a lot better off.
Other than turnovers, you're right. Looks like the original starting lineups are back in the game for both clubs. And Louisiana does just what we said they needed to do, clean up. They turn it over. Worley into the paint down the left side, drops it underneath to Niemeyer. His shot's up and good. Great feed that time by Worley. A nice catch by Niemeyer, and the lead grows to 13. Back comes Louisiana. They get to the left block to Caps. He ball fakes. The shot won't go. As I said, the same starting line. Looks like Matt McDaniel's in the game for Bowling Green. He'll get it to Dieters. So we'll check the lineups for you as we go. Starks, Dieters, Worley, McDaniel, and Niemeyer. A little bigger lineup for Coach Brandon McCann. They're working around as Louisiana, I should say, has dropped into a 2-3 zone with Chapman, Washington, Caps, Dewey. As the 3 balls on the way by Starks, it won't go.
So you change out Callahan, but you don't lose any hair getting Matt McDaniel in there.
That's for sure. They go to the same barber, don't they? They haven't seen a barber for months. What am I talking about? Back come the Dogs. Dewey off the right wing now to the head of the key, kicks it back to Richards in between the circles. Right wing now to Washington. Down underneath Caps, his shot's up and good. Ryan Caps working the blocks very nicely against the bigger Bobcats. He's got 5. And it's 21-10 Bowling Green. We're in the second quarter. Jim Ross, Mark Froelich.
Yeah, Matt's my brother.
Matt, your brother-looking brother, I'm sure.
No, we look about the same. Same haircut.
Glad to have you with us here at Bowling Green High School. Check that Dieters to Starks. Now they get it down low to Worley on the right block. He'll kick it out to Dieters. He'll fire the three from the left wing. High arcing shot is nothing but net. That thing almost hit the wires and dropped straight down, and it's a 14-point lead for Bowling Green. And pass too tall from Washington to Dewey. And the 7th turnover will give it back to Bowling Green.
Matt Froelich did have a birthday last week, turned 44 on the 12th.
44. Now, is that an age joke that we should talk about, or
no? That's true.
He's the younger brother, right?
No, he's the older brother.
See, I knew there was an age joke in there. Yeah. Niemeyer goes to the hoop on a nice pass and won't go. Worley's putback's no good, and Caps will come away with the rebound, and we'll have an over-the-back foul on. They call it on McDonald, or did they call it on Worley?
It was on Matt McDonald, I believe, 34.
His first, or they're going to change it. They're going to say it's on Worley.
There you go.
Louisiana breaks the pressure this time. Chapman gets it down to Caps once again. His shot's up and good. He's setting up camp on one of the blocks, either right side or left side, and Louisiana has been able to find him. The lead's down to 12. McDonald in the near corner to Dieters. Dieters looks at this 2-3 zone, skips it over to Starks on the right sideline. Now to McDonald in the far corner. As they work it around the horn, Dieters now back to Starks to McDonald. I don't think McDonald's going to shoot it from three.
No.
I could be shocked. Dieters penetrates, nothing doing there for him. He'll whip it back to Starks on the right side.
I think he'd be shocked.
Need to get the ball in the post and kick it out, but heck with that. Starks says, I'll just pull up from 16 and drain one, and he does. His first bucket of the game. And it's 26-12 Bowling Green, down to 4:40 to play in half. Richards on the wing penetrates in and has it stolen away by Worley. Worley has Dieters with him, but he's going to take it to the hole. He'll be fouled before he gets there, though, by Washington.
Fouled him before he get the and one.
But that's the 7th team foul. And so Cameron Worley will go back to the free throw line for the 4th and 5th time, assuming he makes the first, which he does. He'll get a second.
First foul on Mason Washington.
Worley's really come along on the basketball floor. Did he play football this year? I don't remember seeing him.
Yes.
Did he play?
Believe so. Now you're making me question myself.
He missed the second free throw. I was thinking he was a wide receiver, but I don't remember in the games we calling his number. That'll be something for our crack staff back at the station to come up with. In a double team, Richards in trouble again, and it's stolen away. Stolen by Dieters. He had Starks, didn't get it to him. He's just going to take the hole himself and does. Dieters, he's got 7, and it's 29-12. Into the front court now. Head of the key, Washington. He'll shoot it with the left hand. It's off the back of the ring, no good. And Dieters, just more aggressive, gets the loose ball rebound into the front court. He's got Worley. Worley's going to pull up from about 22. It's good. He's got a good roll going here in the first half. Does Cameron Worley. Richards in that spot again. He gets out of trouble this time to Washington, and he throws it away. 10th turnover of the game. Ahead to Starks. He's wide open for the layup. It's up and good. And the wheels have fallen off the bus here in the second quarter for the Louisiana Bulldogs. 34-12. Another turnover stolen by Niemeyer. Back to Dieters. He'll go up. He's going to be fouled. It won't go, but he'll go to the line and he'll shoot 2 shots.
Yeah, there's just a mental block going on right now when they get to that half-court stripe.
You've got that right. They dribble into the death corner, just into the front court near the sidelines and get double-teamed, and nothing good happens from there, that's for sure. Free throw by Dieters is no good. He will get a second. And he's into the game now. Wyatt Harrison. He is a freshman as well. Richards will take a seat.
Deontay Fleming in for Bowling Green.
Second free throw by Dieters is good. Down to 3:10 to play in the half. 35-12. Dewey takes it to the hole, kicks it off to Capps. His shot's up and good. Ryan Capps has got 9.
6 in the quarter, right? Or he's got the last 6 points, I know, for Louisiana.
Last 6 is correct. Bowling Green works against this zone, and we've got a traveling violation. First turnover of the game for Bowling Green. Fleming had some exciting moments on the football field this year. One particular game that we did as a punt returner, and then caught a touchdown pass as well. Lob down inside. Cap says, that's too tall for me, and it goes out of bounds back to Bowling Green. Washington will take a seat. Felderworth will check in for him. 2:30 to play in the half. 35-14. Louisiana's only scored 6 points in this second quarter. Also into the game is, the shot is on the way and off the mark. 24, Drew Bowen in for the Cats. Dieters dribbles in, throws it up for the lob for Worley. He can't get it to go, but McDaniel's there for the putback. And the bigger, taller Bobcats just having their way in the paint against the smaller, younger dogs. Dewey dribbles down the left side of the paint. We've got a whistle on a hand check foul. That'll go on McDaniel. That will be his first.
7-team foul, so a 1-and-1 opportunity coming for the Bulldogs.
Senior Kellen Dewey to the charity stripe.
Yeah, we're going to see lots of different folks from Bowling Green at this point. Mccoy Thompson in there, 6'4" senior.
Dewey at the free throw line. First one's up and good. He'll get a second. He's fought some injuries through his career and is back now as a senior. Second free throw's up, rattles around, won't go. Worley with the rebound. He'll head the other way, just under 2 minutes to play in the second. Worley, no-look pass, deflected, stolen away by Capps. A little too much cheese on that one, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Chapman has it now for Louisiana as they run the weave to Dewey on right wing. He'll penetrate, and we've got a whistle and another hand check foul. Is that going to be on Fleming or... Well, they're not going to tell us, are they? It's top secret information.
1:38 to play in the first half. 37-15. Dewey gets the first one to go.
And he'll get a second. They still haven't put the foul up. Well, I guess they did. Maybe they called it on McDaniel, his second.
Yep, he's on the bench, so.
Second free throw is up and good by Dewey as well. So 3 for 4 for Kellen from the charity stripe, and the lead's 20, 37-17. Bowen right wing for the Cats. He can shoot the three a little bit. You got to pay attention to him. They work around to Dieters, back to Bowen. Bowen to Fleming in the near corner. Against this 2-3 zone, Fleming going to penetrate through, kicks it to Thompson. He'll now reset it to Dieters between the circles. Down to 1:05 to play in the quarter. We're in the second. Bowen's going to shoot the three off the back of the ring. No good. Felderworth with the rebound for Louisiana. He'll head the other way. He's going to take it to the glass. Goes hard up and good. Count it. And the foul.
So a little run here by the Bulldogs in the final minute of the first half.
Felderworth went to the hole with some strength that time. And he'll get a chance for the three-point play for his efforts. 37, I should say, to 19. Make it 20 as Felderworth's free throw rolls in. Foul was on Worley. His second. We're under a minute to play in the half. Bowen in front of the Louisiana bench now. We are opposite the benches here at Bowling Green High School, in case you're wondering. To Dieters. Let's see if they want to run this down. 2:38 to play. Bowen left wing now. Louisiana in a little matchup zone this time, or matchup man this time. Fleming says, I'm not waiting till the end. I'm going to drain a three. Deontay Fleming with his first bucket of the night. It's a three, and it's a 20-point lead at 40-20. Down to 19 to play in the quarter. Fellow going to take it to the glass. It's swatted away by Worley. Nice block by Cameron. And Bowling Green will get the last shot, down to 6. Dieter's going to penetrate in the paint. Skips it in the corner to Fleming for three. It's short. Worley with the rebound, but it's not in time. And that'll do it for the first half of action. The Bowling Green Bobcats 40, the Louisiana Bulldogs 20, and halftime shows next on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
If you are in the market for a car, whether you're looking for a new or used vehicle, make sure you visit Bowling Green Chevrolet. Their selection will surprise you with prices that can't be beat. Bowling Green Chevrolet is just off Highway 61 at the South Bowling Green exit. Once you get there, you'll see why Bowling Green Chevrolet is the #1 dealership in the area. Check it out for yourself. Bowling Green Chevrolet, where you'll always feel at home.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
It's that special time of year when the snow starts to fall and you see the twinkle of lights decorating homes around town. During this holiday season, People's Bank & Trust wants to remind you to take time out from the hustle and bustle to cherish the moments you spend with your family and friends and remember the spirit of the season. From all of us at People's Bank & Trust, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. People's Bank & Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Welcome back to Bowling Green High School. 40-20 our score at half, and Mark, I don't know that we're terribly surprised.
No, but Louisiana did some good things when they were able to get it across the line, get into their offense. I thought that play down to Caps, the little backdoor feed to him, was working pretty well. And we saw there at the end, Remy Feldworth put a couple of points on the board as well. So, I mean, they've got some things that they can go to, and it's going to take some time to match up against the big boys, but they got some tools out there.
12 turnovers, as you mentioned, taking care of the basketball. That's a game's worth in most people's books.
Yeah, that's something you got to clean up, and just getting across that line is a big key. They paint themselves into that corner, like you said, what was it, corner of death or whatever, yeah. and then just tense up and throw a bad pass into the offensive end. And Bowling Green's been there every time to get that back.
Let's take a look at the scoring real quick. 19-8, the Cats led at the end of the first quarter, outscored Louisiana 21-12 in the second, led by as many as 23 in that half, and Bowling Green only turned it over twice compared to, as we said, Louisiana's 12. For the Dogs, they were led by Ryan Capps with 9, 5 for Mason Washington, and 3 each for Remy Feldworth and Kellen Dewey. The Bulldogs, I should say, were 5 for 6 from the free throw line, so good free throw shooting for them. Lots of guys in the scoring column for the Bobcats. Cameron Worley leads them with 12, 8 for Gavin Dieters, 7 for Austin Callahan, 4 each for Michael Starks and George Niemeyer, 3 for Deontay Fleming, and 2 for Matt McDonald. And the Bobcats were 7 for 12 from the free throw line.
Up by 20, the Bobcats are over the Bulldogs after 2 quarters. And quickly just want to send our sympathies to the Bibb family. Philip Bibb passing away. Mr. Bibb, a fixture at Bowling Green games, no matter the sport, no matter if he had family in him, which more often than not there was some sort of extended family in the ball games.
Many times sitting right up here by us.
yeah, he was always in quote-unquote press row. Not only Mary Ann's grandfather, but just a great person and very highly thought, a pillar of the Bowling Green community, and he's going to be sorely missed.
He will, without a doubt.
40-20 after 2 quarters. More of the Cellular and Satellite Center halftime report after this.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MerpK mobile banking with remote deposit capture. Any customer with online banking can now access your Mercantile bank accounts from any device, including your smartphone and tablet, everywhere you go. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting merpk.com. The Mercantile Bank, where they've been serving the Louisiana area for more than 100 years, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. At Ingram Plumbing, we're ready to meet all your plumbing needs. I should know. I'm Bonnie Ingram, and I've worked there for over 50 years. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Family Drug in Louisiana and the Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. If you're new in town, come get acquainted. If you're one of our regulars, thank you. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Family Drug, 3rd in Georgia in Louisiana, and the Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Eolia Landscaping Supply, Meyer Implement in Calumet, Missouri.
40-20 our score. We're at half. Bowling Green leads it. They won the JV game as well. 63-28 was the score of that game. Don't forget, we'll be right back here on Thursday night as the Battle of the McCanns.
Yep, that'll be the late game.
With Miss McCann, or I guess Miss Cox now, right?
Yeah.
At the score table. Is she going to be refereeing that one or what?
You know, I don't know if she'll even be at the score table. She's a professional. Come on. But
well, it's for sure she can't bias one side or the other, right?
Right. Yeah, she's running a scorebook. But Mama will be back biting her fingernails as the boys go at it as Bowling Green hosts Mark Twain. Girls varsity action at 5:30, and the boys follow around 7 o'clock. Bowling Green and Mark Twain, 5:15 pregame on Thursday. And then Friday will be at Silex as the Owls host Van Far in girls and boys action.
Van Far actually in action tonight at the John Wood Shootout.
Mm-hmm.
Both boys and girls playing unity, and I haven't been able to find a score from that because the girls' game should be just about over with by now. But our able-bodied media friends have not tweeted it yet.
Nothing on the tickers?
Nothing on the tweet ticker. Score Stream's another option for you fans out there. You can pick up scores from time to time, but
just wait for us to pick them up. We'll have them right here.
There you go.
40-20 after 2. Bowling Green has been out for a while, and now they're wandering around. I think Cameron Worley is spying on the Louisiana huddle.
Looks like Bowling Green will have their original starting lineup back in the game, as will Louisiana. And I hate to break this to somebody, but someone's going to need to take it out of bounds.
Right?
Bowling Green will have it to start the second half. They lead it by 20, 40-20.
Yeah, Worley was busy being Bill Belichick, spying on the huddle, and forgot he was the one that was supposed to trigger the inbound.
It's going to be interesting to see what comes of all that, if anything. Louisiana comes out in a 2-3 zone.
You know, of all the whatever gates that the Patriots have had, I think this one is actually the most innocent of all of them.
Really?
Yeah, it's the Bengals.
It's the most provable one of them, though.
Yeah, but
video evidence.
Yeah, I think it was purely accidental, though. You get not Hollywood, but a film crew in there. That's job is to make something like that, and they were just getting their B-roll footage, just like they said.
Starks is going to finally fire one from deep three as Bowling Green worked it around against that 2-3 zone. Burned almost a minute off the clock. But the three ball wouldn't go, and Louisiana with their first offensive possession of the second half. Bowling Green in a man-to-man. Dewey with it left wing had the key to Washington. He'll penetrate to the left elbow. His runner's up and good.
Nice
Washington,
little runner.
Yeah, absolutely. Give him 7 for the game, and it's 40-22. See if Bowling Green wants to penetrate this a little more. Looks like they might actually have a little junk defense going, playing a box and one on Worley as Bowling Green gets it inside to Niemeyer. His shot won't go, but there's a whistle on a foul. And George will go to the free throw line and shoot 2 shots.
I think the Patriots will get something because it was obviously hired by the team, and it was so dumb, so blatantly dumb, that they'll lose a draft pick or something.
Second foul on Mason Washington as Big George drops the first free throw, and he'll get a second. 6:28 to play in the third. Niemeyer makes the second free throw. That makes him 2 for 4 for the game, and the lead back to 20, 42-22. And here comes a little 1-2-1-1 three-quarter court. No problem for Louisiana. However, I say that, and Dewey nearly throws it away, but it goes off the foot of Niemeyer. And back to Louisiana. Richards will trigger it in right side of the paint on the baseline. Looks, gets it into Caps. He wasn't looking for it.
Nope.
He was able to catch it.
Little surprise. That was up near the chin, too.
Into Pedersen. He has his pocket picked by Callahan. One of many steals for Callahan. He's taking it straight to the glass. It's up and good. Are they going to give him a continuation? They are not. They're going to call that on the floor.
Yeah, he was fouled behind the free throw line and kept going all the way through the shot. But
a little NBA action, huh? Remy Felderworth back in. Tyler Pedersen takes a seat. The foul was on Pedersen, his first. And Bowling Green has it back. Looks like this time they will play a straight up. Nope, it's a box and one as Richards is playing Worley man-to-man trying to face guard him. Dieters will shoot the 15-footer. It's no good. Washington with the rebound for Louisiana.
Mason's probably done the best job for Louisiana on the defensive glass tonight.
Felderworth gets it across the timeline. Nice ball fake. Pulls up from 10 off the front of the rim. No good. Worley with the rebound. He'll look to push the pace a little bit for the Cats. Gets it to the right elbow. Now he'll hand it back to Starks, and they'll reset with 5:25 to play in the third, leading by 20. Starks between the circles for the Cats. They're moving from our left to our right. If you're listening to us on radio, he'll get it into Niemeyer. His shot's up off the glass and good. Niemeyer slashing down the paint with a nice move off the glass. Back come the Dogs. Dewey into the paint, kicks it left wing to Felderworth. He'll shot fake, but it's partially blocked. And Bowling Green comes away with a loose ball. That's Callahan. He'll get it up to Worley. Worley into the front court. Kicks it to Starks to Callahan. He's going to shoot the three. Back the rim, long rebound, no good. Richards will control it. Across the timeline for Louisiana to Felderworth over in front of the Louisiana bench. To Richards. He's guarded by Dieters, the senior against the freshman. to Washington. He'll drive baseline, pulls up, looks for some help, gets it to Dewey. Dewey back to Felderworth. As the Bulldogs slow things down here with 4:22 to play, Felderworth drives in, gets it to Caps. His shot's partially blocked. It's saved inbounds. They'll get it ahead to Dieters. He's going to take it to the glass. His shot's no good. Missed the layup. And Washington with the rebound. He'll head the other way, 3-on-1 to Dewey. His shot's no good. Worley with the rebound. Baseball pass ahead of the Starks. He's ahead of the pack. His shot won't go. Niemeyer with the rebound. Putback is good. Starks acted like he was going to try and dunk that. He needs to get about another 6 inches on his vertical if he's going to do that.
Uh-huh.
Now, that looked like a Mark Froelich attempt there on the dunk.
You're imagining that I have 6 inches on my vertical.
46-22. Bowling Green on top. Richards dribbles around with 3:30 to play in the quarter. To Caps, right wing now to Washington on the pick and roll. Slip pick to Caps. He'll take the pass and up off the glass and good. That was a dandy look, and Coach Matt Smith wants to talk about it. We'll step aside as well. 3:27 to play in the third. 46-22. Cats lead it. You're listening to the high school game of the week on Eagle 102.
Veolia Landscape Supply is more than just mulch and decorative rock. They carry a variety of seasonal items as well. Now's the time to go find that live Christmas tree. Veolia Landscape can help make those memories that last a lifetime. Veolia Landscape Supply, 290 North Old Highway 61 in Eolia.
Some people just have a knack for being there when you need them the most. Like your third grade classmate who sticks up for you against that bully. The neighbor who gives you a jump start. And the friend who chases away that flock of geese at your outdoor wedding. Your State Farm agent has your back too, through good times and the not so good. And who's got your agent's back? State Farm, the company people have trusted for more than 90 years. We're here to help life go right.
Visit Cindy Blaylock Agency in Louisiana.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
46-24. They hadn't put the bucket by Caps up when we went to the timeout. Bowling Green still on top. They have the ball leading by 22, and we've got a whistle away from the ball. It's going to be on Quincy Hutt, I believe. He just checked into the game, along with Wyatt Harrison for Louisiana.
Tremaine Chapman in there as well for the Bulldogs.
Bowen back in for the Cats along with McDaniel. Bowen with it, down to 3 minutes. He tries to force it inside, but it's kicked by the defense. And Bowling Green will get it back at the 28-foot mark, right in the middle of the Bowling Green bench. The pace has slowed in this ball game.
A tad bit.
Bowling Green using a more deliberate offense here in the second half. Dieters now as they work against this box and one. He'll get it to Bowen. He'll fire a three in and out. No good. McDaniel's put back. It won't go. Washington will come away with the rebound for Louisiana. He is fouled by Worley. It'll be Cameron's third. And the team's first, with 2:36 to play in the third. Harrison takes the inbound pass between the circles for Louisiana. Wyatt, just a freshman as well. Yeah, you're hearing this right. A lot of freshmen and sophomores playing for Louisiana on the varsity level. Into the corner to Chapman. He dribbles out of trouble. His running one-hander's up and good. Tremaine Chapman with his first bucket of the game. And it's back to a 20-point lead, 46-26.
I tell you what, though, if they can continue to grow and mature, this is going to be invaluable experience.
I agree. They just got to hang with it and not get discouraged. As Dieters, 3 balls on, no good. Bowen with the offensive rebound. And that's been the story of the night. Bowling Green on the offensive glass. Bowen in the near corner now. Dribbles out of trouble to Dieters between the circles. He'll penetrate down the left lane. Nowhere to go to Worley. Worley's going to drive through his runners. No good, but we've got a whistle, and I think that's going to be on the floor. A hand check foul.
That's what they said. It's the second on Hutt.
And Bowling Green will have it right side of the paint. No problems with the inbounds, down to a minute 30, and we've got an illegal pick that time on McDaniel. That's the old proverbial hip check on the pick there by Matt. Minute 34 to play in the third, 46-26 our score. Bowling Green JV was victorious tonight as well. They won 63-28. Louisiana breaks the full court pressure now to Harrison. He dribbles out of trouble. Back to Hutt. To Harrison. Hutt is a sophomore. So a bunch of freshmen and sophomores on the floor right now as Niemeyer tried to steal it, but he drop-kicked it right into the hands of Coach Early over on the Bowling Green bench.
Well, he is the place kicker on the football team, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, as a matter of fact. Or he was, as he's a senior.
Yeah.
His time is through on the football field. And Worley almost stole it away on the entry pass, but it goes out of bounds, and Louisiana will try it again with 1:02 to play in the quarter.
This game just mirroring. I think even the score is about the same as the JV game.
Harrison takes the inbounds pass. We're under a minute to play in the third. Harrison penetrates and has it stolen away by Niemeyer. He'll get it ahead to Bolin. To Worley. He's going to go up the left hand. It's up and good. Worley's got 15.
Uh-oh.
And another steal by Niemeyer. He'll go the other way. His layup's up. They're going to count the bucket. And the foul. Back-to-back turnovers as Louisiana had taken care of the ball until that flurry. 2 consecutive turnovers, and all of a sudden it's back to the largest lead of the game at 24. Dewey checks back in for Louisiana. Washington will take a seat, and Big George Niemeyer, he'll go to the line to try and complete the old-fashioned three-point play. And it rattles around and hit everything, both sides of the rim and the backboard, and it dropped.
Kind of night it's been for Bowling Green.
You got that right. That's a shooter's touch. Under 30 seconds to play here in the third. Louisiana still in the backcourt. They'll finally get it in the front court. Harrison dribbles out of trouble. Right corner to Chapman. Nice ball fake, step back jumper from 3. No good. Worley with the rebound with 20 on the clock. Gets it into the front court. Now to Bowen. I hear one shot's the call from Coach Brandon McCann. They're down to 10. Let's see what they can do with it. Bowen in the corner to McDaniel. Back to Dieters, left wing to Bowen. He's open for 3. Front of the rim, no good. Niemeyer with the rebound. His putback's up and good, and they're going to count the bucket. George Niemeyer on the offensive glass, and it's good. And that makes it 53-26 as we head to the fourth here from Bowling Green on Eagle 102.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of their mobile and online banking services like mobile check deposit, text banking, and online bill pay. Bank on your own terms with Freedom checking from Bank of Louisiana. Stop by either Bank of Louisiana location today for more details or to open an account. Bank of Louisiana, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Home data rates may apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom checking from Bank of Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. So easy, anyone can use them. Once you try it, you'll just have to buy it. Stop by Bowling Green Tractor to see how easy yard work can be. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
8 minutes to play here. Louisiana trails 53-26. They have it to start the fourth quarter. Harrison, Hutt, Dewey, Chapman, and Capps for the Bobcats. The starting lineup for Bowling Green. Worley, Niemeyer is a 3 balls on the way by Chapman, and it's good. Tremaine getting untracked here in the second half. Worley, Dieters, Sparks, Niemeyer, and Callahan for the Cats. Louisiana still in that box and one as they're face guarding Worley. And Bowling Green continues to work it around. Niemeyer tries to whip it inside. It's deflected by Caps and stolen as it hit the backboard and came right back to Caps. Just the third turnover of the game for Bowling Green. That's taking care of the basketball. Dewey drives in. His runner's no good. Blocked by Niemeyer, and it's going to go out of bounds on the loose ball. They're going to say Bowling Green touched it last.
Well, I tell you what, that pass that went off of Caps, that had some zip on it. Ended up going off the backboard off of Caps.
And they're going to say it is Louisiana's ball, and now here comes the line change we talked about. Bowen, Fleming, Thompson,
Heidecker,
Little Bowen, and Heidecker into the game. That would be Charlie Bowen. Louisiana with it after the deflection out of bounds. Harrison runs the offense, stands and dribbles and dribbles and dribbles. Now he waits for the pick, gets it. Now he's going to penetrate, go down the paint. Shots are no good, but there's a foul. That'll go on Drew Bowen, I believe, his first, well before the shot. And Louisiana will have it underneath their own basket. Get it into Caps. Caps penetrates, skips it over to Chapman. He'll drop it inside to Caps. His shot's up and good. Ryan Caps has got 13 tonight. And the Cats with it, leading 53-31. And we've got a whistle, and are going to call an illegal pick. They are on Deontay Fleming, his first. And Louisiana will get it back with 6:32 to play.
A couple of those on against the Bobcats in the second half.
This is an interesting matchup with these groups. You've got the younger Bulldogs playing against the younger Bobcats in a varsity game. As Chapman's three's no good, but he's run over by Fleming. And that'll send Tremaine to the free throw line for a not often seen 3 free throw opportunity.
You say that, but this is like the fourth time already this season on KJFM.
Okay, let's see. How can I reframe that? The first one's good. Not normally seen, and that doesn't work either, does it?
No.
Well, let's see.
Be increasingly popular.
There you go. That's probably more to the fact. As Tremaine drains the first two, he'll get a third. And it's off the back of the rim. Rattles around and won't good, so he's 2 for 3. He's got 7.
Should have been whistled dead. It hit the wire.
I thought that rattled the wire, but I wasn't going to say anything. As Bowen gets away with the double dribble and hands it off to Heidecker. Maybe Heidecker will get loose and see if he can dunk it in the varsity game. Bowen pulls up from 10 or 15. It's no good. But he's fouled by Chapman, I believe. And that'll be his first. And Charlie Bowen with a chance for some varsity points here from the free throw line. First one's short. It's always interesting, and I think you and I may have talked about this on the air. These younger guys watch the varsity games and they think, well, I can play varsity. Then they get on the floor for the varsity as both free throws are no good. And the game's just so much faster than it is at the JV level. It takes them a little while to get their eyes and their body sped up to all that. Chapman penetrates down the paint. It's no good, and we've got a whistle and another foul. And one of the fans hollers, quit fouling. I would second that motion. And Chapman will go back to the line, and he'll get 2 shots. Leading by 20, the last thing you want to do is foul and put the other team on the free throw line. Chapman rattles the first one home. Foul was on Fleming, his third. He'll go to the bench, and McDonald will return in his spot. And Tremaine will have the second of 2. It rattles in and out. McDonald with the rebound. Down to 5:40 to play in the game. Lead under 20 now, just 19, 53-34. Bowen looks for some help, kicks it out to Heidecker. I guess I need to differentiate, don't I? Drew and Charlie in the game. Drew with it on the dribble to the right wing. He'll hand it to Charlie on the pick and roll. Charlie back to McDonald as they run the weave. He'll give to Heidecker. He's going to pull up from 3. It's way off the mark. No good. Drew with the rebound. He'll put it up from 10. No good. Long rebound picked up by Richards. Richards dribbles out of trouble, and he needed to head north and south. He had a chance for a little break, but he slows things down. Now he's going to penetrate in amongst the trees. The runner's up and good. First bucket of the night for Donovan Richards. He's got 2, and it's a 53-36 game, and Coach McCann's seen enough as the varsity starters are at the table. They will return. Bowling Green running the weave. Who's going to look for the layup? It's going to be Bowen. That's Charlie. His shot's up and good from about 10. His first 2 points in this varsity game. And it's a 19-point lead at 55-36. Richards back for Louisiana. Picks up his dribble. Now to Chapman. Chapman penetrates into the paint, drops it down to Caps. Caps waits just a hair too long, has a shot blocked by the taller Thompson, and he'll control the loose ball. To Drew. Bowen to Heidecker. 4 minutes to play in the ball game. Back to the weave they go. Bowen's going to shoot the 3. Back to the rim, no good. Heidecker on the offensive glass. Kicks it back to Bowen. He'll fire from the right wing. It's off the mark as well, and it'll go out of bounds to Louisiana over in the far corner.
And here come the starters back in finally for Bowling Green.
The line change.
Over the boards.
Man, have you seen the two? Well, let's take a break. Timeout on the floor, 55-36. Bowling Green leads it. Listen to High School Game of the Week on Eagle 102.
Stop by Mike's Tire and Service Center for their fall oil change special. It's a 6-quart Haviland oil change. Conventional for only $30. Synthetic for only $50. Mike's Tire and Service Center in Bowling Green.
Hi, folks. This is Eric Schaefer. With sports season upon us, be treated like the pros. If your athlete has experienced an injury during a game or practice, let our experienced sports medicine team at Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy Department get them back to play. We have 2 locations to better serve our community. Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy and Sports Medicine in Louisiana and Bowling Green. Pike County Memorial Hospital. Community owned, nationally known.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Hinky Construction, Midwest Pest Professionals, and Perkins Electrical Services.
I was about to say, have you watched the Blues the last 2 nights?
I did not get to watch last night. I watched the highlights, but, boy, they're playing some good hockey. Even when they were down 3-0 to Chicago, they were dominating that game. Just a couple of bounces went the wrong way.
And in both games, 4 consecutive goals to beat the Avalanche last night.
So David Perron with the hat trick last night.
Yes. So the Bobcats lead at 55-36. Louisiana with the ball out of the timeout. The varsity starters back into the game for Bowling Green, and Austin Callahan promptly fouls young Wyatt Harrison, and he'll get a 1-on-1 opportunity as that's the 7th team foul on the Bobcats. Wyatt just a freshman. Where's number 11 on his road Bulldog jersey? First one's up and good. He'll get a second.
You know, I really thought we were running toward a running clock here in this fourth quarter. You got to hand it to the Bulldogs. They haven't given up on this one.
I agree. They battled back, and they're not back into the game yet, but it's a little more respectable than it was with 3:19. They still trail, however, 55-37. Worley in the near corner as they work it around against this box-and-one zone. Worley's going to fire a 3. It's good. That was from deep. Worley was his second three-pointer. He's got 17, leads all scorers in the game. Richards on the dribble, guarded by Dieters. He'll get a pick from Caps on the pick and roll, thrown away, stolen by Niemeyer. 3-on-1, behind the back Worley to Dieters. His left's good. Sweet pass, sweet lay-in by Gavin Dieters off of the turnover. And it's back to a 60-37 lead, just as we spoke of Louisiana getting back in the game. A little 6-0 run for the Bobcats. Richard drives in his running one-handers, no good. Dieters gets it ahead of the pack to Worley. He'll let the defenders pass, and he'll shoot it off the glass and good.
Yeah, that's something Bowling Green can do to a lot of teams, is put together those quick little bursts like that to make a big lead into a really big lead.
Biggest lead of the night now at 25 after they'd got it down to 18 or 17. Down to 2 minutes to play. Bowling Green's going to raise their record to 5-2 on the season. Louisiana will drop to 0-5. They'll return to action on Thursday night as well, as it's Hall of Fame induction night at Louisiana High School. And I believe is a community that's in town. I don't have my schedule. As the ball's thrown inside, turnover again, number 5.5, 17 in the game for Louisiana. Down to 1:25. We got a whistle, and it's just going to be a substitution timeout as both teams send in a bunch of players. And looks like Coach Smith wants to use the timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here. You're going to find that.
You were close, North Callaway.
North Callaway. Well,
a little bit further down the road.
I was in the right county.
Yeah.
Well, not quite.
No. You're right near the border, though.
That'll be the first time, I believe. Well, let's see. I guess Louisiana boys were in the conference last year in basketball, weren't they? So don't see North Callaway very often. I think they're down a little bit this year as they graduated a couple of their leading scorers as well. And as we said, Hall of Fame induction night at Louisiana High School. So go out and check that out. Some prominent names from Louisiana's athletic past going into the Hall of Fame.
I believe that's just going to be boys, JV and varsity.
Yeah, just like this. Louisiana girls aren't going to play due to injuries, I don't think, until after the first of the year. They're going to try and get healthy for the Clopton tournament, which starts right after New Year's. Bowling Green works it around against this zone. They get it inside. Thompson's shot's up and good. Mccoy Thompson with his first bucket of the ball game. And the fans applaud as he's a fan favorite. Kicked it out now to Will Shepard, and his three ball is good. Will with some varsity action tonight. His first three-pointer of the game. And we're under 40 seconds to play. 64-39 our score. Heidecker back to Drew Bowen. He's guarded by Shepard, and we've got a carry called. Turnover, just the fourth of the game. Man, that's something Coach Brandon McCann's going to be happy about, as Felderworth checks back into the game. Or was he already in? He just came across the court maybe.
I think he just came back in.
Along with Dewey, yeah, they weren't in the game. Felderworth's going to penetrate down the paint in the crowd. His shot's no good. But there's a whistle and a foul, and Remy Felderworth will go to the free throw line. He's got 3 points so far. He'll get 2 shots.
If the refs are trying to make this game last until 8 o'clock, it ain't going to happen.
Is 8 o'clock the bewitching hour?
I don't know.
It's getting me home before bedtime. That's good. As Felderworth's first free throw's no good.
It's nice looking around and seeing all the recent Bowling Green grads back for the holidays.
Always fun during Christmas break, isn't it?
I saw Gabby Dieters. I see Caitlin Billhart's down there.
And if you're an athlete, you want to come to the games, don't you? That's kind of the way it works.
Mm-hmm.
We're down under 5 seconds as Bowling Green looks like they're going to dribble it out, and they will. Your final score, the Bowling Green Bobcats 64, Louisiana Bulldogs 40. Post-game shows next on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
2019 is almost over, and now is the time to buy that new or used car, truck, and SUV from Pogue Ford in Bowling Green. Everything must go, and if you buy a car between now and December 31st, you'll receive 2 years of oil changes for free. Contact Pogue Ford in Bowling Green today to take advantage of this huge promotion while it lasts. Pogue Ford, Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green, where they make your dollar go further.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
It's good to aim high, and sports can help children reach their goals. Join Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green and Farm Mutual Insurance in supporting local athletes. Be sure to catch all the action this sports season. Pike County Mutual Insurance salutes young local athletes and wishes them well. And they look forward to protecting these young adults with strong insurance coverage during what is sure to be a bright future. Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Welcome back to Bowling Green High School. Jim Ross, Mark Froelich with you. And Mark, it was all Bowling Green tonight.
Yeah, they did what they had to do. Louisiana, showed that they can play at times, but when they'd start cutting into that lead, the Bobcats would take control, reel off 6-8 points just like that, and let Louisiana know who the better team was.
Tonight that was certainly the case. Bowling Green led by as many as 25. I think they got it down to 17, if I'm not mistaken, in the second half, but that was as close as they could get, and they will drop to 0-6. Bowling Green will raise their record to 5-2. Let's take a look at the scoring real quick for both clubs. First for Louisiana, they were led by Ryan Capps with 13. 8 for Tremaine Chapman. Mason Washington with 7. 4 for Remy Felderworth. 3 each for Kellen Dewey and Will Shepard. And a free throw for Wyatt Harrison. They were 10 for 15 from free throw line, and they turned it over 17 times. For Bowling Green, they were led by Cameron Worley. He had 19, 15 for George Niemeyer. Gavin Dieters with 10, 7 for Austin Callahan, 4 for Michael Stark. Deontay Fleming made a three-pointer. He had 3, and 2 each for McCoy Thompson, Charlie Bowen, and Matt McDonald. They were 10 for 16 from the line, and they took care of the basketball as they only turned it over 4 times. And really, if you want to throw all the stats out the window, you look at those turnovers, and that kind of tells you why we were where we were on the final score.
Yeah, you could really ISO on any part, really, whether it be rebounds or turnovers or points off of turnovers. Any way you look at it, Bowling Green dominant in a 64-40 win. And just looking at this is the 4th time that Bowling Green has been on KJFM so far this season out of their 7 games. The worst I've seen them play was in a win over Clopton. I mean, even the loss in the championship game at Montgomery, they put together 4 good quarters. So I'm excited about this Bowling Green team. A lot more excited than I was after that opening round win over Clopton.
I agree with you, and that's one of the things that the young Louisiana teams got to remember. They can't get too terribly frustrated. I mean, they're 0-6, but they've lost to Palmyra twice, who's one of the top teams in Northeast Missouri, and now they've lost to a really good Bowling Green team. So it's not exactly a chop liver schedule you've played so far, so you've got to keep your head up, learn from what took place tonight, and then move forward, and you'll get some wins before it's all said and done.
It's like being the low team in the SEC or something. There's just so many good programs at the top. You're going to face a good team every night, and you just got to take the lessons out of those games. And the lesson tonight is you never let this one get over 30. You never had that running clock, and you were able to get up and down the floor with a pretty good Bowling Green team.
Without a doubt.
64-40 is our final. We'll take a quick break, come back, and set up the rest of the week for basketball here on KJFM after this.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Mike's Tire and Service Center in Bowling Green is your oil change specialist. Right now, get a Havoline conventional oil change for only $30 or a full synthetic change for $50. Dexos approved up to 6 quarts, and the best part, free pickup and delivery. Remember, Mike's does truck, trailer, and tire repair, brakes, PMs inspections, and roadside assistance. Give the friendly folks at Mike's Tire and Service Center a call for more information, 324-3389, or stop by and see the gang at 915 Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
As a farmer, you rely on rainfall to ensure your crop production, but sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate. Droughts can happen and do. Long dry spells can ruin your crops, but shouldn't ruin your life. With a pasture, rangeland, and forage policy through NAU Country Insurance Company and Bowling Green Insurance Agency, you'll be provided with the extra protection you need. Contact Fred Carlson at Bowling Green Insurance to discuss how PRF can help manage your risk. NAU Country Insurance Company is an equal opportunity provider.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Pogue Ford, and Bank of Louisiana.
64-40 is our final. Bowling Green over Louisiana and boys varsity action tonight. We'll be back with more basketball on Thursday here from Bowling Green as the Bobcats and Lady Cats host Mark Twain, a battle of the McCann brothers in the varsity game as Brandon and Cody will coach against each other. It'll be a 5:15 pregame, 5:30 tip-off for the ladies, followed by boys varsity action. Then Friday will be at Silex as the Silex Lady Owls and Owls take on the Van Far girls and boys.
Should be two good nights of basketball, and that'll wrap up the first half of the pre-Christmas season for us. And then, of course, we'll go full bore right after the New Year break as the Clopton tournament will get underway on that Monday. I think that's, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th of January, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and you'll blink and it'll be Bowling Green tournament. You'll blink again, it'll be district tournament, and next thing you know after that, we'll be following one of these great teams into the state championship.
We certainly hope so. We hope so.
We do it every year.
You know, and it's kind of funny. I know we need to get out of here, but you sit around at the start. We did this last year. You sit around at the start of the year. You look at the teams. You look at the rosters. You're like, who's going to be the team this year? And you really would have said, I don't know if we've got anybody. And lo and behold, you have two before it's all said and done. Who are they going to be this year? That's the question.
Yep. Who's it going to be? Because we go every year. We got to keep that rolling. All right. That's Jim Ross, Mark Froenig. We will see you Thursday again, 5:15 pregame, and the morning show tomorrow right here on KJFM.
You've been listening to high school basketball on KJFM Radio. Eagle 102 sports coverage of high school hoops was brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Bank of Louisiana, Calumet of Missouri, Eolia Landscaping Supply, Hankey Construction, Bowling Green Chevrolet, the Bib Beach Funeral Homes LLC and Collier Funeral Home, Cellular and Satellite Center, Bowling Green Tractor, Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Community State Banks of Missouri, Kathy Clean, JD Tire and Auto, Meyer Implement Company, By County Market in Louisiana, Craig's Truck and Tractor Service, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, the Bowling Green Insurance Agency, Family Drug, Ingram Plumbing, the Air Evac Life Team, Liggins Flooring, Bowling Green Pharmacy, by Old Tops Pawn Shop, Midwest Pest Professionals, Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice, by State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, Outlaw Lawn and Landscaping, Pam Todd Watts